Something you wish to report?
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild, and they're...
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild...
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far.
All right. Thank you so much.
It's us! Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break! Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just... sooner.
Right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Huh? Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Hello, hello! Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas. So I came here to sign up. don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. With everyone working... Oh, by the way, Shilonin told me that she was ordered to forge you an ancient... She said that she's all set, and we can head over whenever...
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonin, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't...
Shilonin is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts... So you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this, well, I've already signed up as a warrior. So all I have to do for now, she wouldn't...
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while.
Transfixed!
Shilonin, I brought the person who needs an ancient name. He's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from him. I can vouch that he's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
अभी ना नया रीजन आया ना पायरो आर्चन वाला तो पहले तो विजिट का जो था स्टोरी सुन रहा हूँ भाई क्या स्टोरी बनाते हैं जेंशिन वाले होजोवर्स वाले क्या स्टोरी बनाते हैं वो रो मैंने तो पूरे स्टार्टिंग में देखो ना वो फिर आके तो शुरू मारते थे आपको तो क्या आप देख रहा हूँ ग्राउंड निकाला ना ये खुला हुआ है वैलोरेंट पूरा घबरा जा रहा है इतना लाइक कर रहा था रेटिंग भी है
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just...
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Yeah! I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic as an Outlander, your actions is for an ancient name. As an Outlander, your actions is for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wayab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Thin air, you know. That's just
Why
how it
do I
is.
feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilonen just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is...
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off.
The key is getting the Wayab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wayab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wayab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wayab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wayab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eatstali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm sure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Huh?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things.
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter.
I'm sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things.
Great.
Please just...
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Moalani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when...
See, Lolly knows him too?
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Makes sense.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Roran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway, trying to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
This is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you.
Take care out there, Kenny. I'll be heading back as well. There's
Okay. What could the child...
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Overruled! Incoming!
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler. I have, bad news. Lolly did not reply to our request.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanichi a response?
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person,
That's true. Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
well, we tried to be as considerate as we could.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't it...
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise... Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but it was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So,
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well...
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed...
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggled dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself.
Anyway, Shilonen.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander, and you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must—
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new, a weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see
The Lord of the Night?
something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom. Constantly
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness, but I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with Sweet Lolly.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your...
Yep, whoop.
All right, now it's time for us to catch I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because he has always lived alone. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not...
Oh, sounds...
But that's not to say that... And I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this.
You can count on...
All right, then let's start by heading to...
The wind knows me. One with nature.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatu. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui. However, I doubt anyone would believe me.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and...
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood... Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising... Let's follow the phlogiston
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your... here. How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon could...
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
Wow, you can...
It required when I help anyway.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old head? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But
Huh? Was that? See, Lolly?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yeah, judging...
wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. We've got to find him. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was... if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well.
Time to go. Into the wind. One with nature. Yeah.